Hi everyone, welcome back to Fearlessly Beautiful. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy belated Mother's Day. I didn't get to say that in my last video. So I hope you guys had a great video. And I'm sorry. I hope you guys had a great Mother's Day. And I hope you guys are doing well. And so we're going to continue with my story time and continue with my story. And so last video we were talking about high school, and I was talking about leading into college. And so my last year of high school, like I said, I excelled. I was in the top five of my one of the top five in my class to be nominated for, I think it was like top senior of the year. I also graduated in the top 30% of my class. And we the five of us had like a newspaper article published on us, and I think we also had an interview as well. And um I I did like many college tours during my junior and senior year. I think I actually started touring colleges in middle school. And I always knew I wanted to go to Winthrop, but I toured other schools. I think my top three was Winthrop, Coastal Carolina, because it was close to the beach and like the water and stuff. I love the water because it's really peaceful. So it was Coastal, Winthrop, and I think Liberty University, which was in Virginia, but my family said that was kind of far. I didn't really look at schools in Spartanburg because I had already been to Spartanburg, so I didn't really want to go back to Spartanburg. I wanted to go to college somewhere different, but I also wanted to be close enough to be able to go to church. And so I applied to several colleges, and unfortunately I wasn't accepted to Winthrop, but I had received a word from, I think it was my apostle, my prophet, about being accepted to Winthrop. And so my guidance counselor was encouraging me to go to USC Lancaster, which I really didn't want to do that because I didn't want to stay at home. And he was trying to tell me to apply, but I was like, no, I don't want to because I'm be accepted. Went there, da da da. So anyway, long story short, I took my SAT and my ACT, and I missed the points by like 2 or 3 points. I think my ACT score was like 2 or 3 points away from what Winthrop's requirement was. Everything else was good, but I missed it because of those points. And so they told me that I could go to USC and then USC Lancaster and then transfer to Winthrop. So I was like, okay, fine. And so I ended up enrolling at USC Lancaster, and I went there for my first semester. And I still believe the word of God that said I had that I was going to Winthrop, and so I didn't give up in the process. And so I received my acceptance letter to Winthrop in November of 2011. I still remember. I don't remember the date, but I remember receiving that letter in the mail. I was so happy. Like, it was this huge packet, and it had my welcome letter and everything in it. And I was just so excited. Like, I could have framed that letter, y'all. Like, I was so happy. Um and so I excelled as well at USC Lancaster. I made the dean's list. I made straight A's, and I remember Miss Tracy Craig. She was amazing. I also think the first visually impaired student there, but she really went out of her way to help me. Like, she was, I was in her office like every day, and she would help me like with reading my work to me and making sure I got things done. Because I was more of an auditory learner. Well, I became more of an auditory learner. I used to be more of a visual learner, but I became more of an auditory learner due to the loss of vision that I talked about earlier. And so she would read like my work to me so I could get it done and help me do like flashcards. And I also remember Miss Dixon helping me write up like papers, and I just really had like a lot of help there. And my professors were very understanding. So I think some of them would like read my test to me, or I had I think, or I went to Miss Tracy and they would like read it to me. So I had lots of help, and also like a trio program I think that I was in. So I had lots of help, and I excelled at USC Lancaster, and then I was able to transfer to Winthrop in the spring of 2012. So it was still my freshman year, but I was able to transfer. I could have went to USC Lancaster for 2 years, which would have saved me a whole lot of money. But I was ready to go to Winthrop, and I had my life scholarship. And so we will pick up with Winthrop on the next video. So I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will know when I post my videos. But I usually post on Fridays. And so I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.